Atmosphere. Atmosphere consists of 4 layers: troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, and thermosphere. Temperature will change pretty sharply between the boundary of the layers. Look onto this graph. X-axis, the temperature change. Y-axis, the higher the altitude. It can go towards the space. And you see, once you're on the mountain top, the temperature can go quite cold. You can get quite cold, -5 degrees to -10 degrees. But if you go higher, the temperature will further drop towards -50 degrees. But once you pass to a stratosphere, now you're on the new layer now. On this sphere, the higher you go, the temperature starts, instead of colder, it's getting warmer and warmer towards back to 0. And once you pass to the mesosphere layer, the temperature drop again. You will get higher you go and colder you will go, until very much like a zigzag. So between one sphere to another sphere, the temperature are sharply different. Pressure. The pressure will decrease exponentially by increasing altitude. Means the higher you go, the gas getting less dense. And once you go higher, it's getting less dense and even less dense. And it is going to be a sharply decreased by the altitude. Now we look onto this 4 layers. Troposphere. Troposphere, which is the closest to the Earth. This layer, you make up just about 10% of the whole layer. But this 10%, it make up of 75% of all the gas mass. All the gas mass will contain in this layer. Why? Because remember the pressure we just mentioned. So here the gas is a lot more dense. And all the weather event is also happening in this layer. So in this, that is an airplane. You see, if you're riding on the airplane, you see sometimes you see the raining underneath on the troposphere. So instead of the rain doesn't go up, but once it go up, it's pretty quiet. But all the rain, wind, thunderstorm, all happening onto the troposphere. And when you look onto the gas, what sort of gas they contain? 78.1% is nitrogen, and 20.9%, about 21% is oxygen. So oxygen and nitrogen make up the main component of the gas. The remaining, you look onto the sky, you see some cloud, water vapor, water, and you will have 1% of argon and tiny bit of carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide is on a very low percentage. So please know what is the main component gas: oxygen, nitrogen. Once you pass onto the stratosphere, the layer will be very different. Now this place is where the ozone are, the ozone, and the gas is much thinner. And now you start to realize they still retaining the main component gas, oxygen, nitrogen, but you don't see cloud anymore. You don't see argon or carbon dioxide anymore. All the small component gas disappear. You only left with oxygen and nitrogen. And this is the layer where the ozone layer are. Mesosphere and thermosphere, they jointly is called the ionosphere. And the gas particle between it are even wider apart. Why they call ionosphere? Because once you up to this level, now you're under a subject to very, very strong radiation. And you don't see atom as a molecule anymore. You don't see molecule like O2, N2, but rather you will see as an ion or as a single atom or as a free electron. And all the gases are even further and further apart.